Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Hopefully this is better. Oh my gosh, this is the live video here that I did with Taylor yesterday. That's so funny. Okay. Something went wrong. All right, let's see if we can do that. Oh, and I did not do a refresh on there. Okay, let's see. That is not helpful. Refresh. I had camera issues. All right. Let's see if we can get this to work now. Crossing our fingers.
It will work.
It will work. I know it will work. Good morning, Haley. All right, everybody seems to be finding me now.
Yay.
Alicia, did you find me? All right, so I'm not really sure what we're going to do today. There everybody is. Okay. Alicia and Valerie and Haley, I am glad that you are here. Sorry for the technical issues this morning. There was a cluster of issues this morning. My coffee pot ran over all over my counter. Had to get that cleaned up. This weekend is my first weekend back with my girls from teacher training.
Yay.
Yay!
Yay.
And so you'll see some girls kind of coming in and getting spot. Christy, who's normally on the stream with you, is here with me in the person today. I get to see a real person practice, which is wonderful. But because I was cleaning up the coffee pot, what I was going to do is kind of gone. So if you have suggestions, let me know. Good morning, Frank. All right, let's see what we've got. There's everybody. Good morning, Romina. All right, so there was enough coffee that got cleaned up that I was able to get a cup's worth, and there's probably about an inch worth of grounds in the bottom of it, but you know, her. So we can get started by just warming up, and then it'll come to me. It's a Super Saturday. That's it. I like that. Super
I like that.
And feel free to, add anything you want to
Well,
do.
I got a little catch in my.
You got a catch in your glutes.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do some glutes. For those of you who are signing in late, yes, I have people with me today in the studio. They're giving me feedback. Direct feedback. So we're going to start by letting the head come forward, feel the back of the neck stretch, and just settle in. I need that so much this morning because of the coffee maker and the dog and life and quarantine and blah. And then let the head come up, right ear, right shoulder. And left ear, left shoulder. And back to the center. We set the intention, and we've been working on our Sanskrit. So our intention for our practice, or for our day, our life, that's Sankalpa. So that Sankalpa is the intention. I'm going to set that intention just to be able to focus and be peaceful and work through the practice. And then we're going to open those eyes, lace the fingers together. We're going to press out and lift up. Nice tall spine, opening through the heart. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And turn to the right. Tall spine. shoulder comes down, right hand comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And slowly come back up. And back to the center. We're going to lace those fingers out and up. Good morning, Molly. And nice big stretch. We're going to rotate to the left. Good morning, Brian. I got my sunshine. That makes me happy. Oh, you know why it's hard to hear me this morning? I forgot to put that microphone in. Let me do that really quick. You guys hang on to that twist. You're going to be all twisted to one side and not the other.
It's all right. It feels nice.
Does it feel nice?
Yes.
All right, here's the mic. Let's see if this works for us here. There we go. We have the mic in. That should help. At least you're going to have to give me some feedback on that. And then right shoulder comes down, left hand comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come back up. And back to the center and forward. Nice big stretch here. Feel that work through the back body. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay, I'm glad that microphone helped. And back up. And switch. Man, it was crazy this morning. It needed to soundtrack for all the running around. And then the right arm comes down, left arm reaches. Nice tall spine, lengthening through side body. Big stretch. 3, 4, 5. And hand comes up. We're going to bend that elbow, twist it through. Opening through that rib cage. Yay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unwind, lengthen. We're going to slowly come up. Left arm comes down. Right arm reaches. Yay, I'm glad you guys enjoy that. Much better. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right arm comes up. We're going to bend at that elbow. Twist it through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unwind and lengthen. And slowly we're going to come up. We're going to roll those shoulders back, lift the chest, open the heart. Forward folding, hands come up. Nice big stretch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands come down as we come up. Backs of the hands come together. Roll back body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently release that out. All right. I'm glad everybody can hear me better. So this weekend is the first weekend that I'm back to doing teacher training. And I have 4 girls in my class, so it's not a big class. And we are deciding when our times were, and we normally meet at 9 o'clock. And I'm like, I have a standing date at 9 o'clock with my peeps. You guys will have to come later. And Christy, she's in the room with me. She's like, I'm normally in that class, so I'll come early and do that class with you, and then we'll do teacher training. And I'm like, I know, right? You get to do it in person.
Yes.
And lengthen forward. I miss you guys so much. I'm so glad that I have this so I can talk with you guys, but I miss the classroom. 3, 4, 5. And slowly coming up with those knees. I know you guys are enjoying this pink shirt today. It's very feminine of me, which is not normally. I have this pink shirt on because there is a big black dog on the front of it. And my mom thought that that looked like Parker, and it does. And so I wear it because it looks like Parker on the front. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring those knees up, change the cross, roll the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And bring it back in. Valerie says hi in the picture. Come here. Hi. So you
I
can see
miss
her.
everybody too.
That way she can see you in the person.
Oh, okay.
All right. I don't know what we were doing, but we did it. Oh, we did that. All right. You're going to extend those legs. We're going to grab that right foot and up. I'm distracted this morning. That's what happens when your coffee pot explodes. I still haven't had it yet. That's probably why.
Ooh, that's good.
And isn't that a big stretch?
Yeah.
And we're going to switch. And put that foot down. Nice tall spine. Hands beside the glutes as we press to lift, chin to chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we lean forward towards those feet. Feeling that lower back stretch. Softening those shoulders away from your ears. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay. And that right leg comes over and lengthening in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And up. Foot comes next to the knee and rotate to the right. Christy, today is day 40. Holy moly.
Wow.
40th broadcast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the center. Grab that foot. Drop
Doing
down.
this for us makes it a lot more tolerable.
Thank you.
You're
It gives me a purpose
Thank
to
you.
be here for everybody. It helps me stay connected, but we all get to be together.
Thank you.
Oh, the big love sign. Turn that big love.
Oh, that's
And gently release. And I did it. There is a painting that was here that's missing, and a painting that was here that's missing. The painting that was here is now over there to hide the junk in that cubby hole. And the painting that was here is around the corner on the wall. So yeah, just a little bit of changing. Thanks for noticing. Right hand comes behind, press down and lengthen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the glutes come back down, and then that right foot comes into the thigh. We're going to lift that left leg up. Nice work for the hip. We're going to let that come down. Nice big stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently release, bounce it out. Let's do that left side. Left when it comes across, leaning in. Nice work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And up. Foot comes next to the knee. Rotate to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back to the center and rock it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Gently release. Put that foot next to the knee. Left hand behind. Press down to come up. Lengthen through side body. Oh, and there's a TV. Yes, there's a TV here. That I use that for training. That's the other thing that you're seeing. And the booty comes right back down. And the foot comes into the thigh. Bring the right knee up.
left knee comes down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and gently release. Bounce it up. Lean forward. Feel that work. Now from here, we've done a lot of forward folding, which is important, and we need to continue those forward folds, but we want to get some movement up. So we're going to do Eastern plank. So I have my hands behind me, pointing my fingers towards my booty. We're going to press down, lift up, looking up towards the sky. And 1, 2, 3, 4, breathing, 5. We're going to lower those booties right back down. And it's that pose that definitely lets us know how heavy our booties are.
Yeah.
And we're going to come into a wide angle pose here. We did our angles, what, yesterday? Was that yesterday? No, that was the day before yesterday. Yesterday was digestion.
Yeah, day before you did it.
And we're going to come forward. Feeling that work through those hamstrings to the inside of those legs. And we're going to slowly start to walk ourselves over to the right side. Nice work here. Feel it as we stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to start walking over to the other side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to come back to the center. Really stretch the best we can. Toes are up. And slowly we come back up. We're going to grab the backs of the knees. We're going to pull those in. Nice forward fold, shifting that stretch to the back, into the glutes. We're going to pull those knees in and recline back. Now, from here, as we pull in, we're going to pull those knees into the chest. A nice little rock here. Hands come out to the side. We're going to drop those knees over to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring those knees back to the center and over to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring those knees back to the center. Feet come up. Grab those feet and pull down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to try to bring that right wrist and heel towards the chin. See if you can touch. Maybe yes, maybe no. And release. We're going to extend that right leg all the way out now to the side. So that was first, you brought the hand to the chin, and now you extend the leg out to the side. Now this left one hasn't moved, it stays the same. We bring that right leg back in. Now we switch to the left. We try to see if the left hand can come to the chin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And extend out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And pull that back in. We're going to cross at the ankles. We reach down, grab those ankles, pull them down and in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently switch. and change. Grab those ankles, pull them down and up. 1, 2.
That's the glute.
Gets right in that glute. 3, 4, 5. And gently bring those feet together. Pull them in. Nice rock here. Now we're going to let those legs come up. We're going to flatten the feet. And we're going to bring those legs over to the left. Palms are out and down. Now when we bring them over, all the weight is going to push into the glute. That left glute is pushing down on the floor, and it's going to help release that glute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring those legs back to the center, over to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pressing down. All that weight is on that right glute. 5. Bring those legs back to the center. We're going to bend at the knees, and we're going to draw circles with those legs. So this works some core here because you have to try to keep these knees still as you're moving. And then once we make that last circle, we're going to change directions. And gently release. So our focus today is glutes because we haven't done just glutes yet. We've done hips, but not just our behinds. And so we're going to try doing a pigeon posture, but we're going to start here on the floor. So we're going to extend that left leg down. We're going to take the right leg and turn it. So this leg should look like the number 7. And we're supporting this ankle. And we're going to pull the ankle and the knee into the chest. Now as you do this, you're going to really feel this pull right here. Nice full breath. See if you can pull the shin in. So the middle of that shin to your chest. So not just your knee, not just your ankle, that whole movement. You're going to have to find your nice focused breathing here because that might be a lot of work for you, especially people who have a hard time externally rotating or any type of movement that allows you to go out and then rotate partially back in. 3, 4, 5. We're going to gently release that down. We're going to put the foot down first. We're going to bring this leg up and grab it. So we're going to support that ankle, support that knee. But we're going to see if we can let this leg straighten down. So we straighten that leg down. As soon as that leg starts to get straight, we feel the work here. Yeah. We're going to try to start pulling that right hand in, which is grabbing onto your ankle, and try to pull that shin in towards the chest. 1, 2, feel that work through glute. 3, 4, 5. Gently release that down. So we put that foot down first, then we bend that other leg. We're going to work on lifting into bridge. Now when we lift in bridge, there's a contraction that happens in the glute. And it's not necessarily a clenching, it's that this part of the body has to contract to get smaller so that the front of the body gets longer. We press down through the feet so we can lift up. We lift those hips up really nice and tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we definitely feel that contraction in the glute after we stretched it in that reclined pigeon. So we're going to roll it back down. We're going to take a pause because we're going to do that again. So we're going to lift it on up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly, we're going to come right back down. We're going to pull those knees in, cross at those ankles, rolling up. Now, once we come up, we're going to come all the way over. Good morning, Jesse. Good morning, Rachel. So we're working on those glutamus maximus. I need to think of a catchy tagline for today. So we're going to come into that table and we're just going to work on cat and cow. We lift that chest. And let the belly come down. Now you're going to have to find what works best with your breathing. Lifting up and lowering down. Practice back and forth. And make a flat back. We're going to make a C with the spine to the right, trying to open the tissue on the left side of the body because we're contracting on the right side. And then we're going to change direction. We contract on the left side, opening through the right side. Back to the center. Now from here we're going to turn those toes and come back into our down dog. Bending and stretching. Lengthening through the spine, filling in lower back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knees come down and come back into child's pose. And then we're going to come back up to table. Now we're going to continue to work through that booty by bringing that right leg out to the side. And so I see this happen a lot where this kind of happens, or this kind of happens, or this happens where you bend the elbows, right? We want both arms straight. We want this leg to be as parallel to the floor as possible. But to really get in the glute, we're going to try to see if we can pull that right knee towards right shoulder. I know, right? Feel that work. 1, 2. Good morning, Cindy. 3, 4, 5. And bring that knee down. Holy guacamole. All right, let's do the other side. We're going to lift that left knee up. And then we're going to see if maybe that left knee can make it towards left shoulder. 1. Try to contract the 2. 3, 4, 5, and gently release it down. That's a hard one, I know. And nice long stretch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back up. So we're going to still continue to try to work those glutes all the way to the end. We're going to extend that right leg. So we have contraction going on in that right glute to help hold it up. Hamstring helps. We're going to extend that left arm. Nice long stretch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to reach back, grab that foot, pull it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release and put that hand down and switch. We're going to extend left leg and then extend right leg, or arm, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We bend the knee, reach back, grab the foot, pull it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release that out. Put those toes down. Turn those toes down dog. Nice big stretch here with the body. Feeling that work. Maybe come up on those toes and then lower the toes. Nice long body. Filling in lower back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put those knees down, come right into a really big child's pose, stretching the tissue of the knees, the tops of the feet, into the glutes and lower back. Now, we're getting ready to come into that same kind of posture. So we did fire hydrant, where we were on our hands and our knees, and we brought the knee out to the side, right? We're going to repeat that, but we're going to repeat it in down dog. So we come back up to table. From table, we come to down dog. We're going to bring that knee into the chest, but then out to the side. You're still trying to bring that right knee towards right shoulder. A lot of work happens here. 1, 2, are you breathing? Are you smiling? 3, 4, 5. We're going to put that foot down. Walk it out. We're going to pull the left knee into the chest and out to the side. 1. Try to pull that knee towards that elbow. 2, 3, 4, 5. And bring that foot down. Whew. Holy guacamole. And rest. My glutamus maximus is awake. Yes, it's cooking. Smell bacon. I saw a meme this morning. I follow a lot of cooking shows, and it has the guy from Silence of the Lambs. He's standing there, right? And it says, in these times, if you have to turn to cannibalism, eat vegetarians. They're grass-fed.
Oh, God.
I thought that was funny. And we're going to come on up. And then from there, come to down dog, bending and stretching. From here, we're going to bend those knees, look into the front of the mat. We're going to step forward, fingertips flat back. I'm glad the jacket's off. I know, working those glutes, definitely. You get warm. And inhale all the way up. And down. Nice work, right? We made it to our feet. So there is a pose that they do in Kundalini to try to get some energy going. And it's this little booty drop. And the booty drop is really hard on and intense on that booty. So it looks silly. We have not done it yet on our 40 days of yoga. So let me show you how we get into this pose first. The legs are wide, so this is what my legs look like, but I'm showing you from the side because this is where the action happens. So you want to be able to bend over and put your hands behind your feet. Ideally, you're holding onto the ankles, but I find that as you drop and lift, you lose your balance. So if you can TP your fingers like this, you typically don't fall over. So we're going to get into this posture. So everybody see if you can get this far. All right? I know we look so silly. And then you're going to drop your butt down. However far your butt will go down. If it's an inch, fine. But then you're going to try to lift it up as high as it will go.
Ooh, Mom.
I know, right? So that's 1. We're going to do 20 of these. And down and up, that's 1. Down and up, that's 2. Down and up, that's 3. Down and up, that's 4. Down and up, that's 5. Down and up, that's 6. Down and up, that's 7. Down and up, that's 8. Down and up, that's 9. Down and up, that's 10. That's first set. Squeeze and come up.
I can't believe you can count.
I know, it's hard to count and make your butt jump. All right, so we're doing 2 sets of those. That was the first set of 10. And notice that when you came up, you're like, oh, right? You can totally feel that in the glute. We're going to try to do that again. Maybe we bend and stretch, shake it out a little bit. Find our breath. Lean the hips forward, because if you're leaning those hips forward, we're getting a little stretch here.
That feels nice.
And then we're going to try another set of 10. So we widen those feet out again. We come over, we bend those knees. We're going to try to put those hands behind the heels. And we're going to drop down and up. That's 1. Down and up. That's 2. Down and up. That's 3. Down and up. 4. Down and up. 5. Down and up. 6. Down and up. 7. Down and up. 8. Down and up. 9. down and up. 10. Try to stand up. Oh. Nice full breath. Let's do this to shake it out. Okay? Nice work to release the body. We can definitely feel the work. When we come back to the front of the mat, we're going to do just one slow sun salutation to shake all that out. We inhale up, exhale forward folding. Fingertips flat back. Forward fold, soft bend the knees. We extend that right foot back. We're going to ground it. We're going to make this, we're adding warrior ones in here. We're going to lift up into a warrior one. And when you come into a warrior one, you're going to feel this back glute contract because this is a standing back bend. And slowly come back forward. Come to the ball of that right foot, stepping back. Knees, chest and chin, belly comes all the way down. And just this should feel good because it opens the it opens the front of your back. It gets to contract these back, and the butt says, "Oh, that's much better." We're gonna lift the chest up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, while we're down here, we're gonna do some work. So we're gonna let the chest come down. We're going to let just the right leg float up. So we feel that contraction in right glute to help you lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that foot come down. We're going to let the left one come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that one come down. And maybe you bounce just a little bit, rock just a little bit to shake it out, right? And now you're going to see if you can lift both legs. So we're going to lift both legs up. Really big contraction right here through glutes. 1, 2, breathing. 3, 4, 5. Slowly we're going to come back down. Rock it out. And gently release. Now from here we're going to come to table. And from table right back into child's pose. We feel that work. It stretches out those places that we just had that contraction. And we're going to come back to table, and from table back to down dog so that the right leg can travel forward as we ground that foot to come right on up. Warrior 1. We feel that work, that back leg gets a contraction, the front of that left leg gets that stretch. 3, 4, 5. Hands slowly come down. We're going to come to it is literally a kick your booty class, ouch. And fingertips flat back, forward fold, and inhale all the way up if you can stand up. And hands come back down. We're trying to lift them. We're relocating our continents. We're letting them move north for the summer, right? And so we're just shaking that out. So we're now going to, because fire hydrant pose is just really good for getting in the hip. So the first time we did fire hydrant, we did it hands and knees. The second time we did it in down dog. Now this time we're going to do it, it's in forward fold. Oh, I know, right? So how is this going to work? Let's all see if we can come into some sort of forward fold. Now even if you have to bend those knees a little bit, that's okay. Now, you can look right down at the floor, or you can look at your kneecaps, depending on how your neck feels, or if that's going to throw your balance off. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put all of our weight into our left foot, bend the right knee. So you kind of look like a flamingo. All right? Now we're going to see if we can bring that leg right out to the side. All right? So that's with the leg bent. 1, 2, 3, lift it higher. 4. See if you can get a little higher. 5, we're going to 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring that leg down. Bend both knees. Roll it up. We'll take a break in between. I know, right? Just the orientation of the body makes a huge difference. The pattern of the body is still the same, but what's happening in those limbs has changed, which totally changes that posture. Let's see if we can do the other side. So we're going to come forward. We're going to put our hands down. Maybe you put them here. Maybe it's fingertips. We're going to shift all the weight into right foot first. So we shift that into the weight into that right foot. We bend the knee. We're going to let that leg come out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We bring that knee down, both feet are down, roll to come up. Right? We feel those booties. So we want to just kind of let that booty get a break. So we're going to put our hands on our hips. We're going to push those hips forward. Now, as we push the hips forward, we're getting a contraction in the glute, but not one that's muscularly driven. We're not trying to squeeze the glutes, really. We're shifting, and because we're shifting and this is opening, if this lengthens, this has to contract. That's how pulleys work. So we're going to push, heart up, opening through the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Contract belly to come up, looking down at the floor. Lots of work here. Now we're going to lift that head. We're going to push those hips forward, looking up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Contract. Look down at the floor. And gently release. So we're going to come to the front of the mat. We're going to try to get the top of the body to work too so that it'll feel the weight of our booties. And we're going to come to the front of the mat and we're going to do chair pose. Now chair pose is greatly affected by our glutes. So we're going to see what happens today. We're going to let the arms just be out. We're going to do that Bikram style chair pose. They call it awkward pose because it totally is. And so we're going to bend the knees and send the hips back. And we're going to bend the knees, send the hips back. We're going to fill in lower back. Bend the knees, fill in the back. 1, 2, filling in that back. 3, really tuck your tailbone under. 4, 5, and slowly come up. It's kind of like that Pee Wee Herman and tequila. Tequila. You're tucking it under. So we're up on the balls of our feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We slowly start to sit down, but we have that tuck. Hollow it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we're going to come back up. We're going to let the heels come down, but not to the floor. They're hovering. Kneecaps come together, or the sides of the knees. Coming back down, tuck under that pelvis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now as we stand up, hands come down, heels come down. Oh, rest it out, right? Maybe shoulder rolls, find your breath, get some coffee, except I have to bend these glutes over to make it up. I know, right? Lots of work today. Oh, that's very tart. All right, so we're going to do some balancing that's really going to help us with the glute. We're going to work on Warrior 3. We do Warrior 3 often. Warrior 3 ends up being like how Sunbird is on the mat, where one leg is behind and the other arm is forward. But instead of playing it safe today and putting the hands at the heart, we're going to have the arms above. Another reason why I teach that this way is
I have track lighting above me and I typically stick my hands in it. So we're going to try that today though. We're going to let those hands come up and go ahead and lace those fingers together, index forward. We're going to come into that Kali Mudra. So it looks like this. It's also a good way to try to keep your hands together. We're going to extend right foot back. And what we're going to try to do here is we're going to try to see if we can come forward. Now, you're going to notice that when you come into this pose, it's going to be harder from the get-go because of all the glutes we've done. And mine are on fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly coming back up. And let that come down. All right. My lumps, my lovely lady lumps. Other side, right foot, heel ball toe. We're going to let those arms come up, lace the fingers, let those index fingers come up. Nice tall spine. We're going to start to slowly lean into that right leg and come forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we're going to come back up and release it. Let those hands come behind, chest comes up, opening it out. And gently release. So the other thing that we're going to practice that is a continued theme. So there's 3 continuing themes that we're going to work on today. We did the fire hydrant pose, right? We did it hands and knees. We did it down dog. We did it forward fold. The other one that we repeated was the leg coming behind us. So we repeated it on the floor, and then we repeated it standing. So the next one we're going to repeat is pigeon. So we did reclined pigeon where we held the foot up to the chest. But we're going to combine it with a balance now. And it's a modification for Ardha Pada Tanasana. Ardha Pada Tanasana. Getting that Sanskrit sometimes is hard. So we're going to try to bring that leg up and we're going to hold the ankle and the knee. This is exactly what we did when we were laying down, except we were laying down and not balancing on our little bitty foot. And we're going to try to, again, pull that shin into the chest. You're going to feel that work in your glute, in your hip. 3, 4, breathe, 5. Let's see if you can release that out. Walk it out. Right? I feel that work. Let's do the other side. Right foot, heel, ball, toes. We're going to grab that foot, pull it in. So I have my ankle, I have my knee. I'm going to see if I can pull in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release it down and release. I know. We did good. We're going to come to the front. We're going to inhale that all the way up. Forward folding. Fingertips flat back. Forward fold. We're soft bending those knees. We're going to send that right foot back. We're going to cartwheel up into Warrior 2. Now, we're in Warrior 2 just to get us into triangle. So we're going to straighten that front leg. We're going to lengthen and tip. Feeling that work. So we're trying to elongate here through the side body. Hips are forward, shoulders are back. Now I love triangle. It's a really good posture, but we're trying to get to revolve triangle. Revolve triangle is the one that's going to kick us in the butt, literally. Yeah. So we're going to take this top hand and we're going to do the modified version. So we bend that left knee, right hand comes down. We start to straighten left leg. You're going to feel it right here in left glute, right? And that left hand comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top hand comes down, bending that front knee. Slowly we come back up. And then from that Warrior 2, we're just going to step forward. And you're going to find that stepping forward from here without your glute being involved is so hard. So you're going to try to step forward. And the reason it's not involved is because it's dead. We're going to come to that front. We're going to inhale up. Exhaling, forward fold. Fingertips flat back. Forward fold. We're going to step that left foot back this time. Nice bend here. Cartwheel up into warrior two. Now from that warrior two, we're going to straighten that front leg, lengthen and tip. Hips forward, shoulders back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top hand comes down, bending the knee. That left hand is on the floor. We start to straighten that right leg. We feel that work through that right hip. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that top hand come down. We're going to bend the knee. We're going to come to that left foot, step forward, fingertips flat back. Good morning, Mimi. And slowly, contract those glutes. And come up and back down and release it out. So much work, right? A lot of work happening in our booties. So we want to let those booties take a little bit of a break. So we are going to grab our coffee and we're going to come into a squat. Now we may have to be easy coming into that squat, but we can feel it. Good morning, Stephanie. Nice to see you, sweet pea. I'm so glad you're joining me here. Good morning. Come on in. Nice work. We feel that lower back. We definitely feel our booties this morning. Now, from here, normally we flip over onto our booties. I mean, we don't typically have very far to go. But we're going to go forward to the knees this morning because we're ending with pigeon posture for our last pose. So we're going to come forward. So it's going to go like this. We bring those knees down and come back. So once we're here in table, we're going to let that right knee come forward. Yeah. Now once you get that right knee forward, we're going to see if we can let that right foot come over. And then we're going to see if that left leg can scoot back. We're going to come down onto those elbows, and we're trying to pull right hip back, left hip forward. Ooh, yeah. Our glutamus maximus says good morning. It feels so good in a grumpy kind of way.
Yeah.
And slowly we're going to come down, put the head down, get comfy, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put that left arm across the body. Right hand goes on the knee, rotating, looking up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From there, we're going to release, slowly come up and over to the left. Lift left leg, reach back, grab the foot. Nice big stretch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release that out. We're going to lift enough to step back into down dog. Bend and stretch it. Bend and stretch it. We're going to come back down to the knees, do the other side. Bring that left knee forward. We're going to toe heel that foot over. Now, if you find that that's difficult, you can always just grab it and move it. See if you can come down to the elbows, sliding that back leg, and finding your best version of your pigeon posture today. Maybe some people need a bolster or a blanket just to make themselves comfortable. Frank says, no lady lumps here, Fergie. I'm just so happy he knew who this was.
That's awesome.
Frank always makes this class so much fun.
That's awesome.
I love him so much. And that left hip is back, that right hip is forward. We feel those glutes
We're going to let that right arm come across, left hand comes onto the knee, rotating, looking up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to gently release and come up. We're going to lift that right leg. We're going to reach back, grab that foot, pull it in. Nice big stretch, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and gently release. Now, to come out of this posture, we're going to sit over on our left glute. I'm just going to turn towards the camera. So I sit on my glute, bring the right leg over. So we're going to come into steer pose, and we're going to lean forward. We're going to pull out those glutes since we abused them. And then we're going to come up, and we're going to change the cross of those legs, coming into steer on the other side. Now again, if your hips are tight and this is what it looks like, maybe that bottom leg is straight for you today. Maybe it won't be in a month. Hopefully we won't have 40 more days of quarantine. That just means I have not been in the church, in my studio, in my space in 40 days. My heart is so heavy, but it's happy that I get to be with you guys every morning. And gently we come up. We're going to unwind, and we're going to get into our best version of Shavasana. So at home, if you have bolsters or blankets that you like to use, do that. Maybe you're going to take a little rock here. Maybe you put the bottoms of your feet flat and rocking from side to side. Maybe you can lay flat. Your hands can be on your belly, they can be on the floor. Releasing that out. We release the feet. The ankles. The shin and calf. We move through the knees and into the thighs. The glutes and pelvic belly. We release the lower back and navel, mid-back and solar plexus, shoulder blades and heart. We lift the collarbones and lengthen the neck. We soften the face. We find our breath. Feel that inhale travel up back body, and exhale come down front body. Inhaling up back body. Exhaling down front body. Try to smooth out the tissues of the muscles, of the connective tissues and fibers, so the fascia, the ligaments. We can move deeper into the organs and feel them flowing correctly. We can move down to skeletal and feel that the bones are aligned properly. And you can totally stay in this position and rest at home. snuggling up with your fur babies and just pushing mute and staying here on your beautiful Saturday morning. Or you can start to move those fingers and toes and shift a little and move. Maybe you rock those knees, massage your ears or yawn. We're going to roll to the right side of the body, taking a break. Take as long as you need there. And then maybe you can come up to a comfortable seated position.
We let the head turn to the right. We let the head turn to the left. Back to the center. We're going to bring the hands to the heart. We're going to remind ourselves of all the amazing things we have in our life to be thankful for. We're going to send out love and kindness and compassion to those who need it. And many days it's yourself. Maybe that's where you should start. Especially now. Start there. Then you can take care of everybody else. We're going to end today's practice with an Om if you're comfortable. Inhaling. Bowing forward in respect, namaste.
Namaste.
Peace be with you.
And with you.
Go safely. And thank you for practicing with me today.
Thank you.
Yay!
Yay, yoga!
Yay, yoga! It's so nice when you have somebody in the studio practicing. I love all these comments. Stephanie, I'm so glad you could do Shavasana. I'm glad that everybody's here. Frank, thank you for always making it funny. I love you guys. I am unsure what we're going to do tomorrow for our Sunday self-care. Enjoy how energized your buns are today from that work that we've done. I will save it to Facebook, so if you can come back and find it, or you can go over to YouTube and find it. Have an amazing day. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends and family, or direct them to the YouTube channel. I really appreciate you guys so much. Mwah, 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 mwah.